Are you tired of feeling nervous every time you speak English? Imagine turning those mistakes into stepping stones and gaining the confidence to speak fluently. In this video, we'll uncover the secrets to setting achievable goals, embracing your errors as learning moments, and finding the right support to transform your English-speaking journey. Ready to take the first step towards mastering English? Let's dive in. 1. Understanding the fear. Fear of speaking English is a common obstacle that many learners face. It's often rooted in psychological responses to unfamiliar situations and can be exacerbated by social pressure and a fear of making mistakes. By understanding the underlying causes of this fear, learners can begin to address and overcome it. The psychological response. When faced with the prospect of speaking a new language, the brain often perceives the situation as a threat. This triggers a fight-or-flight response, leading to anxiety and nervousness. The unfamiliarity of using a second language activates parts of the brain associated with stress, particularly when there's a fear of negative evaluation. Social situations, especially where language proficiency is being judged, can heighten these feelings. For many, the fear of speaking English isn't just about the language itself, but about the possibility of being embarrassed or ridiculed. This fear is often more pronounced when learners are aware that their audience consists of fluent speakers who might notice mistakes. Common fears in language learning. Several specific fears contribute to the anxiety surrounding speaking English. One of the most prevalent is the fear of mispronunciation. Learners often worry that their accent or pronunciation errors will make them difficult to understand or subject them to mockery. This fear is compounded by the diverse accents and dialects in English, which can make learners feel uncertain about how they sound. Grammar mistakes are another major concern. Many learners feel pressured to speak perfectly, which can lead to a fear of using incorrect tenses or sentence structures. This perfectionism can cause hesitation, disrupting the natural flow of conversation and increasing anxiety. Additionally, learners may fear sounding foolish if they make a mistake, leading to a reluctance to speak at all. The fear of judgment from native speakers can be particularly intimidating, as learners might feel they're being evaluated on their intelligence or competence based on their language skills. Identifying personal triggers. To effectively overcome the fear of speaking English, it's crucial for learners to identify their specific triggers. Personal triggers are the particular situations or thoughts that induce anxiety. For example, some learners might feel more anxious speaking in front of a group than in a one-on-one conversation. Others might find certain topics or environments more intimidating, such as discussing professional matters or speaking in formal settings. Encouraging self-reflection is key to identifying these triggers. Learners can benefit from keeping a journal to note down instances when they felt anxious while speaking English. By analyzing these situations, they can begin to see patterns and understand what specifically makes them nervous. Understanding these triggers allows learners to tailor their strategies to address their unique fears. For instance, if a learner realizes that fear of mispronunciation is a significant trigger, they can focus on practicing pronunciation in a low-pressure environment before gradually moving to more public settings. Understanding the fear of speaking English involves exploring the brain's response to unfamiliar situations, recognizing common language learning fears, and identifying personal triggers. By acknowledging and addressing these aspects, learners can begin to dismantle the barriers that hinder their ability to communicate confidently in English. 2. Breaking down barriers. Overcoming the fear of speaking English requires breaking down the barriers that hold learners back. These barriers often include a lack of practice, a feeling of isolation, and a tendency to focus on shortcomings rather than progress. By addressing these issues through consistent practice, community support, and celebrating progress, learners can build confidence and improve their fluency. Consistent practice. Consistent practice is fundamental to mastering any skill, and language learning is no exception. Regular speaking practice helps build muscle memory and reinforces neural pathways that make speaking a new language more natural over time. Even short, daily practice sessions can be incredibly effective. The key is consistency, not perfection. When learners engage in regular speaking exercises, they begin to reduce the anxiety associated with speaking English by making it a more familiar activity. Short, manageable practice sessions can involve speaking aloud while reading, repeating after audio recordings, or practicing common phrases used in daily life. Over time, these small efforts accumulate, leading to noticeable improvements in fluency and confidence. It's important for learners to remember that mistakes are a natural part of the learning process and should be viewed as opportunities for growth, rather than setbacks. The more frequently learners practice speaking, the more they desensitize themselves to the fear of making mistakes, thus building confidence in their abilities. Community support. Learning a language can be a lonely journey if done in isolation. This is why finding a supportive community of fellow English learners is crucial. Joining groups, forums, or language exchange programs provides learners with opportunities to practice speaking in a non-judgmental environment. These communities can offer encouragement, feedback, and shared experiences that make the learning process more enjoyable and less daunting. Being part of a community also helps learners realize that their struggles are not unique. Many others face similar challenges, and discussing these experiences can be reassuring. In a supportive group, learners can practice speaking without the fear of harsh criticism, knowing that everyone is there to help each other improve. Moreover, engaging with others who share the same goal can boost motivation and make the journey less intimidating. Online platforms, social media groups, and local language meetups are excellent places to connect with other learners. These spaces often provide opportunities for informal practice, such as conversational meetups or theme discussion groups, which can make speaking practice feel more like a social activity than a formal learning task. Celebrating progress. A critical aspect of breaking down barriers is learning to recognize and celebrate progress, no matter how small. Focusing solely on the end goal of fluency can be overwhelming and disheartening. Instead, learners should acknowledge the incremental achievements along the way. Celebrating small victories helps to foster a positive mindset and keeps motivation high. Progress can take many forms. Pronouncing a word correctly, constructing a sentence with new vocabulary, or having a brief conversation without reverting to one's native language. Each of these milestones represents a step forward and should be recognized as such. By focusing on what they have accomplished, learners can build confidence and reinforce the belief that improvement is possible. A practical way to track and celebrate progress is by keeping a language journal. In this journal, learners can record daily practice sessions, note new vocabulary learned, and reflect on successful interactions. Over time, reviewing these entries can provide a sense of accomplishment and a clear record of how far they've come. Additionally, setting achievable, short-term goals can make progress more tangible. For example, a learner might aim to introduce themselves confidently in English or to order food in English at a restaurant. When these goals are met, it's important to celebrate, whether through a small reward or simply taking a moment to acknowledge the achievement. Breaking down barriers in learning to speak English involves regular practice, community engagement, and celebrating progress. By incorporating these strategies, learners can create a supportive and motivating environment that fosters growth and builds the confidence needed to communicate effectively in English. 3. Strategies for success. Achieving fluency in English requires a strategic approach that involves building a strong foundation, enhancing listening skills, and engaging in real-world practice. These strategies help learners develop the essential skills needed for effective communication, boost their confidence, and make the language learning journey more rewarding. Building a strong foundation. The cornerstone of successful language learning is mastering the basics. A strong foundation in grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation is essential for effective communication. Without a solid grasp of these core elements, learners may struggle to express themselves clearly or understand others. Grammar provides the structure of the language, helping learners form coherent sentences. A good understanding of grammar rules enables learners to convey their thoughts accurately and appropriately in different contexts. This doesn't mean that learners need to master complex grammar immediately, but rather focus on the fundamental rules that are used most frequently in everyday conversation. Vocabulary is equally crucial, as it forms the building blocks of language. Expanding one's vocabulary allows learners to express a wider range of ideas and emotions. Practical methods to build vocabulary include reading widely, using flashcards, and learning a few new words each day. Contextual learning, such as learning words related to a particular theme or situation, can also help in retaining vocabulary more effectively. Pronunciation plays a key role in ensuring that spoken English is understood by others. Incorrect pronunciation can lead to misunderstandings, even if the grammar and vocabulary are correct. Therefore, it's important for learners to practice pronunciation regularly, focusing on common sounds and patterns in English. Using online resources, pronunciation guides, and language learning apps can help in improving pronunciation. Enhancing listening skills. Listening is a critical skill that often goes hand in hand with speaking. Enhancing listening skills helps learners understand different accents, intonations, and colloquialisms, making it easier to engage in conversations with native speakers. Active listening involves more than just hearing words. It requires attention to the nuances of how words are spoken and understanding the context in which they are used. One effective way to improve listening skills is by exposing oneself to a variety of English-speaking environments. This could include listening to podcasts, watching movies, or tuning into English-language news channels. These activities not only familiarize learners with different accents, but also help them pick up on common phrases and idiomatic expressions used in everyday conversation. Listening to songs and repeating the lyrics can also be a fun and engaging way to enhance listening skills. Additionally, Learners can practice listening by engaging in language exchange sessions where they converse with native speakers or other learners in English. Real-world practice. Real-world practice is crucial for building confidence and fluency in speaking English. Engaging in practical exercises such as everyday conversations, ordering food, or asking for directions helps learners apply what they've learned in real-life situations. These experiences can be invaluable in overcoming the fear of speaking and developing the ability to think and respond in English spontaneously. Starting with simple interactions in familiar settings can help ease anxiety. For instance, learners can practice introducing themselves to new people, making small talk with colleagues, or asking questions in a store. As they become more comfortable, they can gradually move on to more complex conversations. Role-playing different scenarios can also be an effective way to practice speaking. Learners can simulate situations such as booking a hotel room, making a doctor's appointment, or participating in a job interview. This helps them prepare for various conversational contexts and builds their confidence in handling unexpected situations. Incorporating speaking practice into daily routines ensures continuous improvement. Setting aside a few minutes each day to speak English, whether through self-talk, speaking with a language partner, or recording oneself, can significantly boost speaking abilities over time. By focusing on building a strong foundation, enhancing listening skills, and engaging in real-world practice, learners can develop the key competencies needed to succeed in speaking English. These strategies not only improve linguistic skills, but also build the confidence necessary to communicate effectively in diverse situations. Through consistent effort and practice, learners can achieve their goal of fluency and enjoy the rewards of mastering a new language. Number 4. Visualizing success. Visualization is a powerful tool that can significantly enhance language learning by fostering a positive mindset and boosting confidence. By using techniques such as positive visualization, creating a supportive environment, and utilizing affirmations, learners can mentally prepare themselves for success in speaking English. These strategies help build resilience, encourage growth, and cultivate a confident approach to language use. Positive visualization. Positive visualization involves imagining oneself successfully speaking English in various scenarios. This technique is rooted in the idea that mental rehearsal can positively influence real-world performance. By visualizing success, learners can reduce anxiety, increase self-assurance, and prepare their minds for actual conversations. When practicing positive visualization, learners should create vivid mental images of themselves speaking English fluently and confidently. They might picture themselves engaging in a conversation with a native speaker, giving a presentation, or participating in a group discussion. The more detailed and realistic the visualization, the more effective it is. Learners should focus on the positive emotions associated with these successful interactions, such as pride, excitement, and satisfaction. Visualizing success can also help learners identify potential challenges and mentally rehearse how they would overcome them. For example, if a learner anticipates feeling nervous about making a grammar mistake, they can visualize handling the situation gracefully, perhaps by laughing it off or politely correcting themselves. This mental rehearsal can help reduce fear and build the confidence needed to navigate real-life situations. Creating a positive environment. The environment in which learners practice and develop their language skills plays a crucial role in their success. A positive, supportive environment can foster growth, boost confidence, and make the learning process more enjoyable. Learners should surround themselves with people who encourage and support their efforts to learn English, whether it's friends, family members, teachers, or fellow learners. Creating a positive environment also involves seeking out resources that inspire and motivate. This could include engaging with language learning apps, joining supportive online forums, or attending community language classes. These resources can provide constructive feedback, celebrate achievements, and offer a sense of belonging. Learners should also consider personalizing their learning space to reflect positivity and motivation. This could involve displaying inspirational quotes, posting goals and progress charts, or decorating the space with items that remind them of their language learning journey. A positive and inviting learning space can make practice sessions more appealing and help maintain motivation. Utilizing positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are statements that reinforce a positive mindset and help learners build confidence in their abilities. Repeating affirmations such as, "I am becoming fluent in English," or "I speak English with confidence and clarity," can help internalize these beliefs, making them more likely to manifest in real-life behavior. Affirmations work by countering negative self-talk and replacing it with empowering thoughts. For many learners, the fear of failure or criticism can lead to self-doubt, which can hinder progress. By using affirmations regularly, learners can shift their mindset from one of doubt to one of confidence and capability. To maximize the effectiveness of affirmations, learners should repeat them daily, preferably in front of a mirror or in a quiet space where they can focus. Combining affirmations with visualization can further enhance their impact. For instance, while repeating an affirmation, learners can simultaneously visualize themselves achieving a specific language goal, such as having a fluent conversation or acing a language test. Incorporating affirmations into daily routines, such as during morning routines or before practice sessions, helps reinforce a positive outlook and keeps learners motivated. Over time, these positive statements can help build a resilient, confident mindset that supports ongoing language development. Visualizing success is a powerful strategy for overcoming the fear of speaking English and building confidence. Through positive visualization, creating a supportive environment, and utilizing affirmations, learners can mentally prepare themselves for success, reduce anxiety, and foster a positive, proactive approach to language learning. By embracing these techniques, learners can empower themselves to achieve fluency and enjoy the process of mastering a new language. 5. Taking action. Taking decisive action is a crucial step in overcoming the fear of speaking English and progressing towards fluency. This involves setting achievable goals, learning from mistakes, and seeking professional guidance. These practical strategies not only help learners stay motivated, but also provide a structured path to improvement and success. Setting achievable goals. One of the most effective ways to maintain momentum in language learning is by setting small, attainable goals. These goals act as stepping stones, guiding learners through their journey and providing a sense of accomplishment with each milestone reached. Achievable goals prevent the overwhelming feeling that can come from focusing solely on long-term outcomes and help maintain motivation. For instance, instead of aiming to become fluent in English in a short period, learners can set specific, measurable goals such as learn 10 new vocabulary words each week, or have a 5-minute conversation with a native speaker by the end of the month. These smaller targets make the overall objective feel more manageable and encourage consistent progress. Breaking down larger goals into smaller, actionable steps also allows learners to track their progress and adjust their strategies as needed. Regularly reviewing and celebrating these achievements helps reinforce a positive learning experience, keeping learners engaged and motivated. Learning from mistakes. Mistakes are an inevitable part of the language learning process, but they should be viewed as valuable learning opportunities rather than setbacks. Reframing mistakes in this way helps reduce the fear of failure and encourages a growth mindset, where challenges are seen as a natural part of improvement. Each mistake offers a chance to understand language nuances better, whether it's a grammatical error, a mispronunciation, or using an incorrect word. By analyzing and reflecting on these errors, learners can identify areas that need more practice and work towards mastering them. Keeping a journal to note down mistakes and the lessons learned can be a useful tool for tracking progress and ensuring that errors are not repeated. Moreover, embracing mistakes can help build resilience and confidence. When learners accept that making errors is a normal part of learning, they become more willing to take risks and practice speaking without fear of judgment. This openness leads to more practice opportunities and faster improvement. Seeking professional guidance. While self-study and practice are important, seeking professional guidance can provide a significant boost to language learning. Tutors and language exchange programs offer personalized support, tailored feedback, and structured learning plans that cater to individual needs. Working with a tutor can help learners focus on specific challenges, such as improving pronunciation, understanding grammar, or expanding vocabulary. Tutors can provide targeted exercises and practical advice that address these areas, helping learners overcome their weaknesses more efficiently. Additionally, having a dedicated tutor ensures consistent practice and accountability, which are essential for sustained progress. Language exchange programs offer the added benefit of real-world practice with native speakers or fellow learners. These programs provide a supportive environment where learners can practice speaking, ask questions, and receive constructive feedback. Engaging in conversations with others who are also learning can create a sense of camaraderie and motivation, making the learning process more enjoyable and less intimidating. Professional guidance can also include attending workshops, joining online courses, or participating in language learning communities. These resources provide access to a wealth of knowledge, tips, and strategies that can enhance the learning experience and lead to greater success. Conclusion. Taking action by setting achievable goals, learning from mistakes, and seeking professional guidance is essential for overcoming the fear of speaking English and achieving fluency. These strategies provide a clear path for improvement, foster a positive learning environment, and ensure that learners have the support and resources needed to succeed. By embracing these approaches, learners can confidently navigate their language learning journey and reach their communication goals.